What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time. It's your girl Patrick Era, and in today's video I am going to be providing you guys with my top, not even my top 5, because I have a lot of favorite secondhand stores that I go to in New York City, but I'm going to give you guys 5 secondhand stores that you can visit and that I really love. These are the places that I've shopped from before, so yes, I'm about to be putting y'all on. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You already know what to do, and let's go. All right, so today I have my notebook right here because I want to make sure that I give you guys all of the stores that I go to and just a little description of each one, so if you're shopping for a specific type of thing, you'll know what to go for and which store to go to for it. I'm going to be going through 3 types of secondhand stores. They are going to include buy sell trade stores, consignment store, I have 1 consignment store, and also a thrift store that I think that you guys should check out. So let's just get into the very first one. The very first place that I'm going to be talking about today is Buffalo Exchange. Buffalo Exchange is all throughout the USA actually, so if you live in America, then you might have access to a Buffalo Exchange, or you might have heard of them before. But there are 6 stores in New York City. Y'all gonna have to look online for the location. I'll make sure to tag the link for the locations down below for New York City. The Chelsea location is the one that I've been to, and that's on like 26th Street, I believe, and it's right down the street from Crossroads, which is why it's perfect. Crossroads is another buy sell trade store. If I didn't mention it already, Buffalo Exchange is buy sell trade, and what that essentially means is that you can shop at the store, but you can also sell in items or like trade in the amount. So basically how it works, if you're shopping and that's all you want to do, cool, you can shop around, find cool pieces. Buffalo Exchange, and I've been to one on 26th Street. They had mainly like contemporary brands, I would say. They had some vintage items as well, but mainly I would say it was contemporary. So for instance, they had a lot of Zara, they had a lot of Forever 21, a lot of just like current brands like H&M, just like brands like that mainly, but they did have some cool vintage items as well when I went, so I would definitely check them out if you're looking for those items. So if you are selling, you can have the choice to receive cash, or you can have the choice to receive store credit, which is the trade. So most buy sell trade stores are 30% of whatever they buy the pieces for you get in cash, or 50% of whatever they buy the pieces for you get in store credit. I hope that makes sense. If you guys don't understand that, just let me know down below, because I can explain a little bit better because I work at a buy sell trade store. But yes, the selling process for Buffalo Exchange, you have to make an appointment. So if you do want to sell with them, but due to COVID, you have to schedule an appointment ahead of time, and I'm sure you can look on their website or you could call them to do that. But yeah, I do love buy sell trade because I feel like if you're looking for new clothes and you already have clothes that you're never gonna wear again, and you can sell them for store credit and just get new clothes, it's like perfect. It's literally like the best thing ever, and that is why I love buy sell trade stores personally. But yeah, and they also have cool things. So that is Buffalo Exchange. The second store that is also buy sell trade that I want to mention is Crossroads Trading. There are 2 locations in New York, but they're all over America. There is 1 store in Brooklyn, and there's 1 store in Manhattan. I've never been to the Brooklyn store before, so I'm not really sure what they specialize in, but I've been to the Manhattan store, and the Manhattan store has mainly contemporary and designer. That is like the main things that I've seen when I've been there. So they might have things from Fashion Nova to Christian Dior at Crossroads Trading, and they have a lot of good designer pieces. I actually got a pair of like suede Vivienne Westwood pants for $21 because they were on sale. They were half off, which was crazy. Also, I've mentioned in videos before, when you go to these buy, sell, trade, or secondhand stores, see what the discounts are like. Sometimes they have discounts, which is even better. That's the perfect combination to have, like you're getting discounted items on discount. So make sure to look out for that as well. And with Crossroads, you have to also schedule an appointment just like Buffalo Exchange in order to sell items, and I think their policy is a max of 2 bags, so definitely be aware of that if you are deciding to sell for cash or for store credit. The buy, sell, trade stores, if you look on their website, this is just a quick little thing I want to add in, but if you look on their website, you can also do mail-in options. So if you don't live in New York City or you don't have one of these stores close to you, you can mail in your items and they'll send you your cash for it. So the third buy, sell, trade, this is the last buy, sell, trade I'm going to mention in this video, is Beacon's Closet. And you guys know I live by Beacon's Closet if you've been watching my videos. Beacon's Closet is the holy grail to me. It's the best buy, sell, trade store to me personally because I just get all the gems there. So from my Rick boots to, I have these Martine Rose boots, Peter Doe, like those items I found at Beacon's, and I have went to the different locations. There's 4 locations that they have. They have one in Manhattan and they have 3 in Brooklyn. The Manhattan location, amazing. Designer items and vintage items, like just crazy, like every single time. You're never gonna miss if you go to the one in Manhattan. There's also one in Park Slope. I've never been to that one, surprisingly. That's the only one I haven't been to. There's one in Greenpoint, and the one in Greenpoint is mainly like vintage, but it's also a bigger store, so they have larger selections of items if you're looking for that. And there's one in Bushwick that has, I would say, vintage and designer as well, but it's a smaller store. But when I tell you, I be finding the gems in there too. I found cowboy boots in there. I found, if you guys saw my thrift haul challenge, if you saw my thrift challenge that I did with my friend Ralph, I'll link it so that you guys can watch it if you didn't see it already. I went to Beacon's Closet in that vlog, the one that's in Bushwick. So yes, you guys should definitely make sure to check out Beacon's Closet. Another thing I didn't mention was that a lot of the fitting rooms in these places are closed. Beacon's Closet's fitting rooms are open, but I believe Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange have their fitting rooms closed. Yeah, a lot of them have their fitting rooms closed, so that's just something to be aware of right now with COVID happening. With Beacon's Closet, if you decide to sell, you do not have to make an appointment. You just go in and you fill out a form and they have a buyer take care of your buy, and then it's all drop-offs. You can't be present for the buys at Beacon's Closet. That's the only other thing. At the other 2 where you make appointments, it's for in-person buys, but if you want to sell at Beacon's Closet, you have to drop it off. Another thing I should mention is that with buy, sell, trade stores, you receive the money the same day versus consignment shops, which I'm about to talk about in consignment shop now. With consignment shops, you normally have to wait until the item sells. So they give you a larger percentage, or like a larger amount of money that you'll receive, but you have to wait for the items. Now, if you want some money quickly, buy, sell, trade stores. Buy, sell, trade stores are the way to do it. Or if you just want to buy other things, like those are the stores that you want to go to. All right, so another place that I really enjoy going to is the Real Real, and I know that you guys can shop the Real Real online, but the actual store is really dope too. I have only been to the one in Soho. I didn't even know there were 3 Real Reals in New York City. I only thought there was one in Soho, but there's one in Soho, there's one off of Madison Ave, and there's one in Brooklyn. I never knew that. And if you guys don't know about the Real Real, which I feel like y'all do, but if you don't know about the Real Real, it is a consignment store that of course carries luxury and designer items mainly, and they carry anything from like luggage, shoes, accessories, clothes, just about everything. And if you are consigning with the Real Real, you do not have to make an appointment, you can just go into the store. Basically, you sit down with someone because it's only a drop-off as well. So you sit down with a person to fill out all your information to make sure everything's good, and then they connect you with an agent after they send your items to New Jersey, and they tell you the whole like tracking process of receiving items back, or if they're gonna buy the item and how much they'll consign it for. You don't get the money until you sell the item. So they might price something super high, but you're not gonna be able to receive the money until it sells. Also, with the Real, the first time that you sell, you get a $100 store credit. So that's also kind of like a nice incentive to selling with them. So yeah, if you guys, and also you can do it online. I meant to mention that this is for like if you want to go in the store in New York City and just see it. Like the store is amazing. The one in Soho, at least that I've been to, is so amazing. But if you guys want, there's also a process where you can consign online with the Real by like mailing in your items, I believe. That's what I saw when I was looking online. So make sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. And the last spot that I'm gonna talk about is a thrift store. And y'all, this is like, I am putting y'all on right now. Maybe some of y'all heard of this place, but the Goodwill outlets in Long Island City are gold. When I talk about like small secret spots in New York City that not a lot of people go to, but now like a lot of people are starting to get into it. I think that people have been posting about it on TikTok more lately. But the Goodwill outlets in Long Island City is probably the best place to go when you want to thrift items. It's basically buying clothes by the pound, and it doesn't matter what it is. And I think the pounds of clothes are like, it depends on the item. So let's say for instance, shoes are, I don't know, like 75 cents or like $1 a pound. Super cheap. Like, it's really crazy. It also has its pros and its cons because you have to like really mentally prepare to go into that place. It's basically set up in bins. There's just clothes that are laid out in bins. It's clothes, shoes, technology, art. They have everything. It's basically a large Goodwill like warehouse. And there's designated times when they bring out the bins, and you have to wait like around it before you can actually touch it, and then they say shop, and then you can shop through the bins and like get whatever you want, but it's like first come first serve. But I'm saying they have designer items, crazy vintage items that you guys can purchase, and you can get it for like less than $2-3. Like, it's really insane. The shoppers are a little aggressive because like I said, it's first come first serve. So people are like digging through these bins for like gold. They're looking for like the best of the best products, which you normally can find. Just even if you aren't really digging through, there's always something in the bins that you will be attracted to. So that is another spot that I want to recommend to you guys. If you decide to go to the Goodwill outlets, please make sure to wear gloves, because when I say it's basically donated items that come from people who live in New York City. But sometimes there's like underwear, socks, like there's all types of things that are like in these bins. So it's best to wear gloves on your hands when you're going through them. And also make sure to, at all of the locations that I mentioned, bring reusable bags, because most of them do not have like shopping carts, and they don't have shopping carts, and you also have to pay for a bag. That's just a New York City law now anyways. So yeah, having a reusable bag shouldn't be that crazy of a rule, but yeah, just in case you guys did not know. Those are the best places right now that I could think of to tell you guys about as far as my favorite secondhand stores go. There are a few more like actual vintage stores that I go to, and there's also another thrift store that I could talk about that I might make like a part 2. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know so I can make a part 2. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Also, if you don't already know, the podcast that I have with Sierra, Oddly Sane podcast, is now available on Apple Music, so you guys can check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. We official, y'all. We really official. Okay. But I'll see you guys in my next video. So peace.